Oh my God, I got the man on the phone himself. Right?
How you doing?
Wow, I'm doing incredible, brother. How are you doing? Hey, you don't mind if I record this conversation, do you?
No, do you mind if I record this conversation
Not
as
at
well?
all, brother. Not at all, man. How do you? First off, I'm very curious as what Bible you read out of, my brother.
The same Bible that.
Same Bible I'm reading out of, right?
Yeah, but
So
the
how
same.
do you get so off the beaten path of the thing then? How do we get so different in our views of things?
I guess it's the same reason how the people who use the Bible see. Okay, wait a minute. So
is that what it is?
if we're going to have a conversation, you can't interrupt me while I speak.
Oh,
sir.
okay, all right, yeah,
So
you're right. You're
okay,
right, man.
so let's start from the beginning. So you're saying,
man.
All right. Peace and blessings, all praises due to the Most High. And don't ask me why I entertain some of these calls right there. You can actually hear at the beginning of the call, the guy was already, just making the quote unquote racist. Like anytime somebody call you brother too much, that's the white supremacist way of saying the N word. But I try to have a conversation with this guy. You're going to hear the normal white racist deflections when we're talking about racism. This guy is going to tell me I am spreading racism, and he has watched racism die in Mississippi. Don't take my word for it. Just listen to him and I'll come back with the commentary if you can stand it. I had to hang on him eventually because, anytime you're dealing with racism and systematic racism and the history of racism, they never want to acknowledge that. That's when I had to hang up, when I realized, okay, this is just an operation in futility. But without further ado, I'll listen to the rest of this conversation.
and how do I get off the same beaten path? I guess it's the same way that white Christian slave owners use the Bible to justify slavery. And so I use the Bible to condemn racism as the prophets did. The Bible says, do good and seek justice. Let justice roll down. And so when I talk about biblical justice and the things that we're seeing, I condemn it by the Bible, the same Bible that was used to promote it through slavery, like slaves be obedient to your masters. Yeah, you remember those?
Wait. The Bible, you're telling me right now the Bible was used to promote
by white Christians. By white.
Wait.
Okay,
I'm trying to
go
soak it in. Hang on, give me a second.
Yeah,
you're saying that it promoted white Christians to do violence upon black slaves, I guess. Is that what we're going at?
No, I said they used it to justify. Let's be clear.
Justify the violence.
Do you agree with that or you don't?
No, I think you're smoking crack. Is basically what I think. But anyway, no, I do not agree with that at all.
So why did white Christians? Wait a minute. So let's go.
How
So
is any of this racist in the first place? You're reading a good book, brother.
I never said anything was racist about the Bible.
Everything you do is racist, man. I watch your show. I read your literature. Are you associated with the Black Israelites by any chance?
I don't know what those are, sir.
You have no idea what Black Israelites are.
No, I don't know. You mean the biblical black people?
There's a group of them that are here in our country. Do you have any affiliation with any of the Black Israelites? I can name some of them off for you.
You mean the black people of the Bible? Yes. The black people of the Bible. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. I know
that movement.
The Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. Yes. I'm affiliated with those Hebrew Israelites of the Bible.
That you are the only ones that are going to inherit the kingdom of God, right?
Don't put words in my mouth, sir. That is not what I said.
That's what they're in line with.
Who is they? I don't know what they. I don't know what they.
You just said you're associated with them.
No, I said of the Bible, not of some group that you're trying to put me with. I'm talking about
you're not. You don't associate with. You know who Black Israelites are, right?
I don't associate with anything but the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, the truth of the Bible. But back to you. But back to
video and everything that you put out have a racial tone to it.
Because you know why? When I look at my life, see, are you going to let me answer the question, or are you going to?
It makes sense to me.
Okay.
You want to burn this place down.
Are you going to let me answer your question, sir?
I'm waiting.
You can't have. Okay, so
go for it.
every time I look at my license, what does it say? Black male. Every time I look at my social security card, it says black. Every time I look at my birth certificate, it says black. Every time I fill out an application, wait a minute, you got to let me finish, or we can't continue the conversation. All right, so every time that I fill out an application for school, it says black. Every time I fill out an application for a loan, it says black. Every time I fill out an application for a resident, it says black. Every time I fill out an application for a credit card, it says black. So until society starts making, wait a minute, I can't finish, sir. I'm gonna have to hang up if you don't let me finish. So when society stops making everything about race, then I will. So don't judge me for mirroring what society does. So that'll answer your question.
Can I talk?
Yeah, but you asked me a question, so I have to finish.
How old are you, by the way? What year were you born? If you don't mind.
I'm 47, but you're not going to address the question I answered. So you just going to skip that?
Anything, son? Okay. I was born in 1970 in the Deep South in Mississippi, Pascagoula, Mississippi. I lived in Pascagoula. I lived in Watervalley. I lived outside of Jackson. Raised poor, dirt poor. Dude, we had dirt floors on the houses I was raised in. Right, and the people before me. I mean, we're talking generations of it. All right, I grew up mostly in southern Mississippi. We ended up moving to North Texas.
All right, so do you know? Let me ask you a question. No, I gotta ask you because you're asking me about racism. Do you know the history of racism in Mississippi?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, so don't ask me about racism.
Folks like you are bringing.
What do you mean you watched it die? A black man just got hung in Mississippi. What are you talking about?
I grew up.
Okay, do you know about Trey Reed getting hung in Mississippi?
Dude.
Let me ask you.
Grandpa, brother.
Let me ask you, do you know about Trey Reed getting hung in Mississippi 2 months ago? What does that have to do with Trey Reed getting hung in Mississippi?
You idiot.
Okay, now we're going with the name calling. Okay, well go ahead. Make your point. Make your point about racism being dead. No, go ahead.
Are you 100% black?
Make your point about racism being dead, sir. Nah, I don't.
100% black.
I don't know because my family was slaves, so it's hard for me to.
I know I am.
Okay.
I got some in me too.
Okay, so make your point about
white person.
Make your point about Mississippi being unracist.
Or white.
I don't know, sir. I don't know you. I don't know you, so I don't.
I'm white, but I have a black grandfather.
What does that have to do with racism being still prevalent?
A freaking waste of oxygen and a cancer on this country, brother.
Well, what about the people who are hanging black people? What are they then?
You are making that up.
That's
what you are doing.
Oh, so
you are spreading these lies to the about 2,000 people that watch you online. You have nobody watching you.
Evidently, you watch me.
You are a waste of oxygen. Yeah, because it abuses.
Evidently, you watch me. So you're saying racism is dead in Mississippi,
brother? I watched it die in our whole entire society.
You watched it die.
7 years old. I watched racism.
So all of these police. Wait a minute. All of these police shootings of
stand people like you, dude. You cannot let anybody.
All of these police shootings are that kill unarmed black.
Look at that, son.
All right, okay. I'm not your son though, but you know what I'm saying. All right.
What numbers are you reading?
You saying racism is dead?
That you read that up for them numbers?
Are you saying racism is dead in America?
I watched it die.
No, I didn't say what you watched. Am I killing anybody?
I watched it die. Now I'm watching fools like you bring it back to life.
I'm doing a story. Wait a minute. I'm doing a story right now.
Bubba, you're bringing back racism. What you're doing.
Hey, so listen. Okay. I'm bringing back racism, but these white kids who are calling a black student N-word at this university that I'm just doing a story on that happened last week, they're not bringing it back, right? I'm just talking about it.
What's a word?
It doesn't matter. See, that's what I'm saying. That's racism. It doesn't matter, but it's exhibiting racism. What are you talking about? So those words, those
dead.
All right, man.
All right, so that's all I could stomach of him because, if you guys heard the conversation, nothing that I addressed about racism, when I proved racism exists, or when I talked about, what he was talking about as far as the Bible and the good book and how, the same good Christians owned slaves and murdered and killed and robbed. But when I talk about that, I'm smoking crack, that. And you notice all the name calling. He called me about 3 or 4 names: smoking, crack, idiot. I'm a son. I'm his son. I'm a fool. Called me Bubba a few times. Those are all cold racist words for the N word. Anybody, so you call a grown man a son. He was born in 1970. I was born in 78. He's not old enough to be my father. So that is, the equivalent to boy. But, this man claims, that racism is dead in Mississippi. Have not he heard about all of the numerous cases that I've done just this year and last year on Mississippi of black men being found hanging? Most recently is Trey Young. I have a black grandfather. What does that have to do with systematic racism? So, I had to shy. Every now and then I have to address one of these calls because, he called me and I had to call him back because I was like, well, hey, what is it? So I am racist. I am the cancer. Like you said, I am the cause of racism when, literally some white kids and white football coaches in Illinois right now are, under investigation for being racist to an athlete. So, this whole conversation, man, that's why I don't really try to have these conversations, because once you prove something to them, then they automatically skip to the next thing without verifying or acknowledging what you just did. He's trying to say, are you affiliated with the Hebrew Israelites, the black? No, I'm affiliated with the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. Those Israelites. Oh, are you saying that you're the only ones who? And so that's how you have to just basically avoid these conversations, because they're these racist white people who deny the Christian influence in slavery, or how Christianity was used to justify and propagate slavery to black people, and it's still kind of used today. Just let somebody beat up on you until you can't take it no more, and God is going to give you a special place in heaven. Nah, that ain't what the Bible I read says. But nevertheless, that's a whole nother different conversation. Man, I had to share this video, but if y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings. As the scripture says, all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. Let's go. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news, don't muddle it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Who keep the people informed with stories abroad from literary work, where the narrative's wrong, the research is always on point, the commentary is hard. It's Rich Teller raising the bar. Follow along, shout out to FBA, still FTP, big up NFAC, and all my black families. It's 3 sides to all stories, which one you gon' believe? We run down on the false prophets when they come to deceive. 100% urban world news, current events. We don't like them lies. Media is biased, we got God beside us. Ladies and just as power. If you don't know by now, look around, we the darkest hours. Cops squeezing hammers, they don't understand. We stop and freeze with our hands and kill us off like cancer. Don't speculate before the facts on the case. Telehouse set them straight by smoking rich investigates. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news, don't muddle it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long.